Hello? Oh, whoops. Why am I in the dark mood? I'm in what? I'm in a glowing mood. Something is not right with my VTuber. Can you all hear me? Yes? Fine? The garlic bread has come to the dark side? This morning, Current-chan? I mean what? I mean Current-chan? Hang on, let me fix that. I'm not quite sure how to fix it though. Uh, how the fuck do I fix this again? Nope, wrong. I don't know. I don't recall. Hang on. BRB trying to fix model. I mean what? I mean I don't know why this happened. I don't recall the toggles either. Oh. It's Vampy. How do you expect a Vampy to have a big brain and remember every single thing on her toggles? No way. No way, guys. No way. Okay? What is this? Why can't I what? I cannot. Oh, there we go. There we go. I managed to make myself clear. Alright. Alright. How are you all? How are you all? How are you all? Welcome into the Garlic's Mansion. There's a little bit of a hiccup from the Vampy's end. But yes, it's Vampy. It's full of scuff. Of course. It's just normal, right, guys? At this point, it's normal. Welcome in, Sojiro. Welcome in, Vader. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Welcome to the Garlic's Mansion. How are you? How are you all? How are you all? Yes, Trainer Adi is there. I think I specifically come into this screen because you guys can add me as a Trainer ID. I must tell you that I have been struggling, okay? I have been struggling to get my teams to the A rank. The only character that I got into A rank in career is Special Week, and I don't even know how did I get there. I was like, it's a random thing, okay? For whatever reason, I came in do the training for Special Week. I think I was trying to aim to get the 30 wins in a row, like career-wise in one career. People did mention to me that, hey, use Bakushin, because that's the easiest way to do it. And I eventually did it with Bakushin. But when I first tried it, I think I've just pulled Special Week. And so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try it on Special Week, because why not? And so I tried it and ended up with, I think, 24 or even 25 wins with Special Week. And eventually I landed myself in the A rank. But I couldn't do the same for Current-chan. I couldn't do the same for even Bakushin. I couldn't do the same for Oguri, Maruzensky, name it, every other characters. This is hard. Okay? And there were a couple of occasions. I don't know if this just affects me or if this affects everybody. Okay? But recently, there were a time where I trained. And it was like, what, 4% chance of failure? And I actually failed. I was like, what the fuck is this algorithm? This is not right anymore. Okay, see, this girl is the only one that I have on A rank. I have been trying to get everybody else here at my first team and my second team. At least, I haven't tried the bottom team, actually. I've tried to get El Condor Pasa to get up to like B+ at least. Couldn't get it either. Couldn't get it either. It's very hard. This game has gotten a bit hard for me, to be honest. And I don't know if that's for the good or for the bad. I feel that it's for the bad. First, the career takes quite some time, okay? So, that's... Like, initially, I was like, fine, it's okay. I could skip everything anyway. It still takes some time, even if I skip things. But if I don't skip things, it's taking longer and longer and longer. And I was enjoying UMAMUSUME so much because I knew that I could collect a lot of trophy, like you can participate in side quests or side races, and you just goes on and collect one trophy after the other. But I am like, look, G2, I'm maxed out. I completed all of G2. I've collected almost everything on G1 and almost everything on G3. So I'm like three trophies left, if I remember right. There's 1, 2, and then I'm pretty sure there was one more somewhere here. Or there we go. Here. And they're all dirt. I suck at dirt. Okay, I suck at dirt. Everything has been turf for me, and I built my girls on turf. Even if they have, for example, Ogre does have turf A initially, but she got dirt B. Just without any support card, without any legacy. That's just her character. So I built her on turf instead of dirt. But now I'm trying to do the other way around. And I don't know if I can ever get the long finals of Ura. I've been trying and prompt a couple of different characters to get more and more long races, but I've never gotten the chance to get finale on long. Yes, this is bad. I must admit, I'm slowly, or maybe very quickly, losing interest in this game. Next week might be, maybe this week even, depends on how I see the game. Okay, depends on my experience on the game. But I feel that maybe even this week would be my last week playing this game. I'm getting bored, okay? I'm getting bored. This is getting repetitive, and then there's nothing else exciting except for, of course, the gacha. It has kind of become somewhere like Zenless Zone Zero to me. Like, I enjoy it, but at the same time, do I really want to play it? And that's the situation. That's the vibe that I get with UMAMUSUME. And I feel that a lot of people have gotten tired of this game too. Because when I first jumped into the game, everybody was talking about this game on Twitter. And then everybody was playing the games on Twitch. Like, they were streaming the games. Every single one of my following, almost all of them, they would be playing this game. If not, okay, people who rated me, they would have some sort of understanding of what this game is even before they rated me. So they're well aware that there's this horse girly games that are just rising in popularity, and it's all based on actual IRL, you know, horses, race horses. But nowadays I feel that nobody has talked about this game anymore, or like, if so, a very limited amount of people. It's not like crazy. So hey, I don't know. It's not just me who start to lose interest in this game, I suppose. Let me know. Let me know if you have still played this game. You are still planning to play it for, I don't know, the next 1 month or the next 2 months. Because I feel that I won't be doing that. Okay, I won't be doing that. Uma has been good. The girlies have been cute. But, yeah. Hi, Vampy. How are you doing today? Vampy's doing okay. Vampy's just venting out her, you know, her feelings about UMAMUSUME, because I am getting tired of this game. I'm just gonna be honest to you guys. It's getting boring. Okay, it's getting boring. I can see why people starts to lose interest in this game. And like, why there's not a lot of people, even when, you know, this game has been out for a while. Oh, look at that. What a luck. Everything is losing. Everything is losing. How are you, Lopoko? How are you? How are you, everyone? Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Welcome to the Garlic's Mansion. And I know that I ended last stream with, like, kind of abruptly. I didn't even raid because I was in the middle of a call and I was like, I can't find anybody to raid. I don't know what to do. And just like rush off. Like, here, let me tell you how it goes with the call with the recruiter that made me end my stream pretty abruptly. Okay? So I was streaming, as you know, usual. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go take a quick break and I can continue on, because it was yapping and I'm really good at yapping. And I thought, okay, let's continue on. I have nothing to do anyway, right? There's no work. I can just go keep on streaming. That's my thinking. Okay, that's my thinking. And I was in the toilet, and the call happened. I was like, whoa, whoa. And then eventually I just took the call. I took the call, I walked out of the toilet, kept talking. They were like, oh yeah, hey, we're a recruiter from this company, blah, blah, blah. We saw your application on this one. I was like, which one was that? I actually applied a lot. Like, I'm trying to jog my memories of my application, my own application to them. And they were like trying to explain things to me, like, oh yeah, remember this job role and this and that and this and that. The company location is here. How far is it from you? I was like, yeah, no, not far. And then I walked back to my desk and I was like, shit, my stream is still here. How long was this call gonna go? Like, can the stream wait until I come back? I was like, nah, I can't focus. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna end the stream. That's my thinking. Okay? Although it actually leads to a good result. So the call lasted for about 20-25 minutes. And this recruiter basically was just asking me things, like basic things, like, oh, how many years of experience do you have? The location of the company is here. How far is it from you? Do you have any plan to travel within the next 6 months? Because if yes, we're gonna tell the HR and the rest of the company. Because you're gonna be a new person. I was like, okay, yeah, tell them about everything, right? And then at the very end of the call, she was like, okay, I've noted down all of your answers. And I will tell all this answer to the HR team, to the wider HR team. And if they're happy with it, I would call you again sometime this afternoon. That was back then, that was like, 11? So she called me again at about 5 p.m.? Just later on in the afternoon, really later on in the afternoon. And she was like, yep, can we get you a proper interview, a full-on 1 hour long interview with the wider HR team, tomorrow? I was like, yes. So finger crossed, pray for Vampy. Maybe Vampy will get something. Funnily enough, because I was like, oh shit, I just barely started streaming again. What does this mean? I want to keep playing games. I want to keep chatting, yapping, streaming. Like, oh, do I have to break myself again in working situation? And I think the recruiter actually noticed it because I say it about my streaming. A little bit. I mentioned it about a little bit. Okay. One of the question from the recruiter specifically was, okay, what do you do outside of work? What do you have any passion? Do you have any interest? And I was like, oh yeah, I stream. She doesn't go far into what kind of streaming that I do. So she was just like, oh, so you are very good in technology and computer. Okay. And then moved on to the next question. I was like, I'm technically no. But if you say so, okay. I am scuffed in technology. My stream often breaks out. Okay, like for example, just at the start of the stream, where I cannot find a toggle to turn off things from my own VTuber model. But no, we don't say that to the recruiter, okay? If the recruiter says I'm good in technology, I am good in technology. But yes. So yes, I will be scoring a full-on interview later on this afternoon. Pray give Vampy. I'm just distracting myself from the actual interview. And because of that, also at the very end of the questions, right? The recruiter mentioned to me, oh, by the way, this job is a part-time. I was like, oh, I think that works out well for me. So I can work part-time, I can be a part-time VTuber, I can be chill, I can be relaxed, I can do whatever things I want. Like she was like, oh, you probably will need to work 3 days. I was like, fun, yes, I can stream on 2 days. And then rest on the weekend. Sounds great to me. She was like, she was shocked because she thought that I wanted a full-time. And when I said, yeah, nah, part-time is good, man. The recruiter was like, oh, like gasping and just so shocked, surprised that I answered that. I'll pray for you and I hope you get that job. I have a good feeling, but of course I do still need to do some preparation from my end, like reread my own application to them because I forgot. Like yesterday, throughout the entire day, when she was all asking me, I was like, where's my Google Docs? What did I send to them? Like, where is the job application thingy? Like, where is the job listing? I'm trying to find out vocabulary that I'm about to use to answer her questions. I was like, where? What job did I apply? The panic moment for about 25 minutes, yes. The Parker, yeah, the recruiter, I don't know. She sounds like a very, I don't know. I was about to say a chill person, but I don't know about that. I think she's pretty organized. She listed a lot of questions to me, meaning that before she called me, she knew what she was gonna ask. Okay, she knew what she was looking for. So she just kept asking me one question after the other, one question after the other. There's like a little bit of chat, like small chats. Before we begin the questions, she was like, oh, how are you? Are you having your day off? Because yesterday was supposed to be public holiday on my end. And I was like, actually, I have been fired from the other company, so I am free every day. My employer was like that too for my part-time job. Oh, really? Maybe it was just a part-time job thing. All this time, I don't think I've ever done any part-time job except when I was in uni. And of course, I was studying at the same time was doing the part-time job. So it was still pretty hectic and very busy. I was not a VTuber then. I don't know. I probably should have been a VTuber then. I regret it. I regret that I didn't start earlier. Okay, but at least, you know what they say is, better late than never. So here I am. Here I am playing UMAMUSUME, distracting myself from the interview. Let's go pull gacha. This one is just a free one. The gold ship week has actually done me a better job than any other promotion ever. Okay, because then you get to pull free things every single day, like one each, and then gives me carrots, as in all the currency that I needed to pull for gachas. So yes, I do want to have Smart Falcon. So interesting. This is an interesting use of AI. I'm not promoting the use of AI in streaming, but to check out which race, what time and when is the race in UMAMUSUME, I highly recommend it. Okay, so because I was asking ChatGPT for my job application and such, just to make things faster, I opened another chat with ChatGPT. Okay. Not ChatGPT 5, just the free one. I don't want to pay for ChatGPT. And so, okay, so I asked ChatGPT, hello, there are 3 trophies that I needed to collect. These are the names of the 3 trophies in UMAMUSUME. How do I get it? When is it gonna happen? When this race gonna happen? And suggest me the best person to take all the trophies together in one career. And the answer of ChatGPT was either Oguri Cap, but you have to train her really hard. If not, Smart Falcon. And I was like, what a good timing. Smart Falcon is just here. Smart Falcon is literally on the banner right now. Thank you, ChatGPT. And so I am determined to I need Smart Falcon, okay, before I can get and collect all of my trophies. Because apparently she is also a dirt girly. I don't know. I'm not quite sure. It feels to me that a lot of the dirt girlies are people that are I least expected. Like Oguri Cap, El Condor Pasa, Haru Urara. They're like, Haru specifically. I was like, oh, you are a dirt girly? You are very cute. You have a very like pinky and feminine kind of outlook. I was like, I suppose you would be a turf. But no, you are a dirt girly. Okay, fine. Oh goodness. College is starting up soon again. Lapaga, enjoy the college time, okay? There's always that option for me as well. In the sense of if I do get this job that I'm about to interview with part-time, it frees up my time so I can do my studies. And not a lot of people know this, but I actually am studying, okay? So I study in the, like, it's a flexible online study though, so I can do it whenever I want to do it. But I have been neglecting it for quite some time. Just put it that way. Okay, it's not a master, it's more like a certification on the things that I want to do. Like it's kind of like preparing me for a career shift if I ever want to. So it's not like great priority, but at the same time it's not, because I paid for it already, so I want to finish it. So yes, it frees up my time to actually do that. Okay, I'm majoring in business management. Oh, Lapoca, that's good. That's good. I think it's... I wouldn't say that it's the one that I'm studying is close to business management, but it's somehow related. There's a part of the course that is business management. So yes. Now I'm in your Twitch this time. Comic World, welcome into the Twitch. Welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Crazy, I just graduated on last May. This is that crazy. It is that crazy. I mean, it is odd, okay? I am odd when people around me, typically, when I ask them like, oh, hey, which one do you prefer, studying or working? Everyone, okay, every single person would answer that they love actually working. Because then you don't have any deadline, you don't have any assignments, you don't have any exams to study for or prepare for. The stress is contained within your working hours, okay? And I get that, it's valid, okay? I get that. As someone who has worked for more than 5 years, I get that. But I only jumped into work because my dad, he specifically said that, oh, I don't have money anymore to let you go into master's degree. So if you do want to study more, go for it, but you would have to pay by yourself. And I was like, well, I don't have that money. So I started working with the goal that I would eventually get into master's. And if I get the ability to get into PhD, I would actually do it. Okay? What will I do after PhD? I don't know. I just like studying. I actually like studying, okay? Genuinely like studying. And because of that same reason, I go for a lot of certification. I've got a bunch of certifications, okay? It's just like throughout 5 years, I would like take one certification here for my own thing. And then the company was like, hey, do you want to, do some professional development? We can pay you for extra course, but it has to be related to your work. And then they gave me an extra course. And then every single one of my working years, okay, 5 years passed. And I've got like extra 10 certification on my pocket. Because I just like studying. Because the company pays one and I pay one every single year. So yes, it's funny. I'm going for my bachelor's. That's good, Lopaka. Go for your bachelor's. It is much needed. Okay, it is much needed. I'm planning to get my bachelor's too. But later on, I want to work on my personal stuff. Now, working on personal stuff is good. working on personal stuff is good. Okay, it just gives you that sense of like security at the same time as like a backup feeling. Like if I don't like whatever I'm studying, at least I've got something to back it up. You know, that's the kind of vibe. Oh, I'm not getting an SSR this time. Oh well, let's go. Let's scout again. Let's scout again. I have an associate degree on business. Oh, cool, cool, cool. Did you do any clubs like me? You're asking me? I like social clubs at like the university? Is that what you're talking about? Or is it more like a DJ nightclub kind of situation? I mean, doesn't matter. The answer to both is yes. I used to go to the nightclubs pretty often when I was in uni, when I was a bit of a younger vampy, okay? Okay. Oh goodness. I'm just trying to get good grades and get out of college as fast as possible. Like, why? Why? Why would you do that, Lobaga? Stay in the college. You can learn more. Is that... Oh no! I don't want you! McQueen! I don't need you, McQueen! No! No! I don't want her! I want Falcon! Different bed! I know you have wing, Majira, but I don't want you! I don't want McQueen! No! Oh. I suppose this is a good thing. At least I've got an SSR and I don't have any McQueen before. I don't want McQueen. I want Falcon. I want a dirt girly. Oh, that's annoying. I thought it would be the dirt girly. So sad. I'm so sad. Clubs as in school clubs. Yes, I actually did a school club. Yes, I actually did a school club. I am pretty heavily involved in that school club even. Like, back in high school and back in uni, both of them. Okay, Garlics Chan and Sargo, welcome into the Garlics Mansion. College is expensive. Sure, it is though. I am glad that my dad, well, Papa Fumpy, he's very responsible in this sense. So he promised us and the siblings, okay, all of us, each of us will get the bachelor's degree fully paid by him. But if we want to do more, then we have to pay it by ourselves. So yes. He literally moves from my oldest brother to my second brother to me. And because all of us have pretty much about 5 years age gap between each other, and uni is typically 3 to 4 years, right? And so literally, it's one after the other. So he paid for one tuition of uni, and then off he goes to the second kid, off he goes to the third kid, off he goes to the fourth, and then now he's finally finished. And so yes, that's sweet, I know. And I tried to pay him back, okay? I tried to pay him back with my first salary. I was like, hello, I can give you bit by bit, like, you know, probably about 30% of my salary every single time, and eventually I'll pay back the tuition. And he was like, no, why would you do that? No, that's for me. That's my responsibility. That's what he said, okay? My younger brother also tried to do the same, apparently. And he was, because I think his tuition is the most expensive, based in Switzerland, so yes. So he was like, he felt bad. He was like, oh, I'm gonna pay you, okay? The moment I got salary, I'm gonna pay you. I'm gonna buy you things. If you don't want some payments, I'm gonna buy you like a gift card or something, so you can use it whenever you want to eat outside with your friends or anything. And my dad was like, no, that's for me. You go, get the gift card for you and eat with your friends. That's what he said. So yes. I wish college is free. My wallet has been enough abused. I mean, yeah. Thankfully, because of Papa Fumpy, my wallet has been left a little bit untouched, okay? I don't know this game enough to what's the point of playing it. I also heard you could win real money. No, you cannot win real money. Sadly enough, you cannot win real money in this game. I wish I could, but nah. Riera, hi, Argo. I feel like it has been ages since I got to hang out with you. Well, I'm gonna stream more and more around this hour, especially if, you know, I'm jobless now. So I do have some free time around in the morning, in the afternoon timing. So yes, which kind of equates to a better timing for American people. So yes. I was also in the anime and gaming club. I was not into gaming when I was in uni, interestingly. I used to play a lot of games when I was, say, in elementary school. And then as I moved on to junior high and high school, I was more into anime and K-dramas and K-pops. And then... Teo! Iconic girly Teo! Let's go! Well, the rest of them doesn't really matter. But I want Falcon! I don't want any other girly! Why the game keeps giving me any other girly. Like SSR girlies, we're talking specifically here, okay? I want Falcon. And Falcon is the only one I want from this banner. Stop giving me Teo. Stop giving me McQueen. I just want one and one only. Falcon. The core. Oh gosh. I went to a community college and got financial aid. So at least it wasn't that bad. That's good on you. That's a good benefit. I don't know how is college situation and tuition fees in America. And from my understanding is that the student debt can be really, really high if you went into a private university or private institution. Yeah, that's all my understanding is, really, because I've never really lived in America. Neither do I take schools in America or anything like that. Baba Vampy is the best. Baba Vampy is indeed the best. Okay, Lapaka, okay. He can be very grumpy at times, but he does his responsibilities very well. I cannot complain. I used to think that it's normal, like getting your tuition paid by your dad. Okay, because I'm pretty sure in Indonesia, every single dad will do that for you. Some dad even like will pay you to go to China and just to learn language Mandarin, because they would think that, oh, Mandarin is gonna be widely used. Okay, you need to make a deal with some random factory in China if you want to make a business, so you do need to know Mandarin. And so they send kids to China just for language school, and they would pay for it. Okay, my dad doesn't do that, sadly. But so I was like, oh, but my friends that do this, my friends get paid to learn language. Why don't I get to do that? And yeah, and after a while, after I've been in Australia for a while, I realized that a lot of Australian born, we're talking the Australian, they also get student loans. Okay, it's managed a little bit differently to how American loan is, and based on my understanding. So yes, student debt here is atrocious. Oh my gosh, most of the time when you take the loan, your loan doubled. What the heck, Argo? What the heck? Doubled? I don't, what? How does that work? Who gives you the loan? Is it the bank? It's not the bank, right? It's the government, right? It's definitely the government, right? My cousin is 100k in student debt. What the fuck? I've never heard of anybody in Australia that gets 100k of debt unless they are a PhD students. Okay? Like, look, the tuition fee in Australia for the actual Australian citizen, they are about a fourth of the international student. I found this randomly. Okay, so there was one time I graduated, right? It's the graduation day for me. And a friend of mine, he is an Australian born. He was like, oh, congrats. Are you continuing to master's degree? I was like, no, because, I told him the situation with Papa Vampy. I was like, no, because my dad won't pay for it, and all that. And he was like so confused. He was like, oh, why don't you get a loan? Why don't you get a student loan to get masters? I was like, because I'm not eligible. Back then, I'm still an international student. I'm not an Australian. So I was like, I'm not eligible to take any loans. That's what I told him. And he was like, but yeah, just work a little bit on the side and you would be able to afford it. It's just like 10,000 every year. I was like, bro, what the fuck you mean 10,000 every year? My dad pays 40,000. What the fuck, bro? Like, hello, what do you mean? What do you mean 10K? I pay 4 times? My dad pays 4 times than you? Hello? I feel bad for Papa Vampy from then on. I was like, shit. Oh gosh. Bro thinks you grow money? No, he doesn't know that the international student would pay that much. Okay? He always thought that the tuition fee are all the same for every single one of them. So yes, I'm currently learning Portuguese because I moved to Brazil, and since I also have citizenship here, I could go to college here for free or much cheaper. See, yes, but I don't think there is things like that in America. Even if you are an American citizen, tuition is still expensive. There's in-state and out-of-state tuition. He had to pay out-of-state. Oh gosh, 100K in student debt. But yeah, because of the tuition fee being like, what, 10K a year. Okay, and this is like pretty prestigious university. I'm sorry, your vampy is smart. Pretty prestigious university. It's not the biggest, okay? It's not the biggest, but it's definitely in the top 20. And so, in Australia. So, yeah, 10K per year. So even if you get to master's degree, you would be like, what, 80K in loan? Probably 85K in loan? With the current inflation and all that, 85 or maybe even 90K in student loan. And that's as far as you go. Okay? So if you are taking, how would I say? If you are doing PhD, of course you would get over 100K in student loan. But that's it. That's it. Okay? That's... Oh, whoops. Press the wrong word. Yes. That's where it is. Okay? Student loan, and apparently in America as well, the student loan, I don't know how you would pay it. Okay? I don't understand. Tell me, how would you pay that student loan in America? Like, is it something to do with... I actually don't know. How you pay it. Okay? Do you get a certain amount from your salary immediately to pay the loan? Or are you given an extra time? Like for example, oh, you have to pay this loan within the next 20 years or something like that. I'm not quite sure how that works in America. My great-grandpa told me college was never this expensive before. I mean, true. Very true. Very, very, very true. Very, very, very true. Very true. Very, very, very true. In payment plans, you start paying it after you graduate. Oh. Like how long is the payment plan, and was there like interest? Like, and how big of an interest it is? Like percentage-wise? I need to know, guys. I want to know, okay? Because in Australia, they do ask you to pay right after you graduate as well, with one condition. And the condition being that you actually have a job, okay? So they will take some percentage of your income, a very small percentage of it, and they would immediately get paid by your employer, by your company, to the government before it even reaches your pocket. So for example, for me, I don't have student loan. If I were supposed to get paid 500 a week, I would get that amount in my pocket. But for someone else who has a student debt, okay, and they're in the same position as me, they would get 400 in the pocket, or like 450 in the pocket. And the other 50, the other income, they would just get paid to the government for the loan. And it's very small. It's up to the point that it doesn't change your life. Like I said, it's like $50 out of every single week or something like that. So typically, I believe in Australia, from what I can see from my friends anyway, they would typically pay off their student debt as soon as they reach about 28 or 30. Depends on what kind of work they do. If they're really good at their job, okay, and then they're able to get higher salary, they pay it off faster. 27, 28, they'll finish it off. And then if they are like, they're just working, like, yeah, just a normal, typical class jobs, you know, admin, like at some company or something like that, they would finish it off when they turn 30. That's it. That's it. America is crazy, personally. I don't understand why higher education, such as college, can be just free. Why? Because we already pay taxes here for public school, and most public schools don't receive a lot of those benefits and supply students with basic school supplies. Like, it's a literal thing that we're supposed to do, but they don't do that. But at least we're provided with laptops. Oh, interesting. I don't know about schools here in Australia, actually. I know all about university because, of course, I took the schools back in Indonesia and then moved here just for university. So it's odd because if somebody comes to me saying that, hey, tell me about how the university situation is in Indonesia, I wouldn't have a clue. Okay? But if you ask me how is it in terms of elementary school and junior high school in Australia, I also wouldn't have a clue. But yes, gatekeeping. Oh my gosh. Greeks versus Duke power. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's crazy. It is crazy. I feel that Australians have a pretty good system in terms of changing how the student loan works. Like they'll take you a very small percentage of it, and then they goes for it. Oh, Joru is red. Joru is red. Joru is red. Welcome in, Joru is. Hello, welcome into the Gall expansion. Let me give you a shout out really quickly. And how are you? How was your stream? I hope you were having a really good stream playing Helldivers. Sheesh. I have actually never played Helldivers, okay? Came back from almost a week break and came to Helldivers. I came back just like 2 days ago to stream myself after taking an impromptu break to Indonesia because my Papa Fambi has decided to just buy me a ticket to Indonesia when I'm unemployed. Literally. That's his decision. We're talking about student debt. Okay, I don't know, Joris. Are you? I'm pretty sure you're based in America. I am pretty sure. But even if you are not, tell me. Do you have any knowledge about student debt? If not, good, because means that you don't have debt. I once saw someone online show how much they have in student debt after studying for being a doctor. They owe less than 300k from student loan. Oh gosh. 300k. I don't think anybody in Australia would ever get that far in student loan. Yes. Student debt sucked and I am still paying mine. A lot of people, a lot of YouTubers that I've known of actually are still paying their student debt. I was talking about this with, who was it? Kai, I believe Kai. One of the YouTubers, okay? And, hang on, I need water. So I was talking to Kai, and Kai got a lot himself. And he was like, well, I actually went into a private institution, so that's why it gets bigger. I was like, oh, whoa, okay. It is massive. It would never get that massive in Australia. Okay, never. In America, that is common. I mean, whoa. Why would anybody study in America then? Just come to Australia, guys. Let's just come to Australia. Although, if you're an international student, you do need to pay it by your own. But it's not gonna be that expensive. Oh goodness, oh goodness, oh goodness. Is this the point? The point of this game is just to get the whole scale waifu? Actually not. You actually need to find this. You go through the career and then you found that every single girl waifu would have a different career goal. So you basically help her to get a career goal. Essentially, you become her trainer, tell her that, hello, to get to this goal, to win in this race, you need to train on your speed. Or the other way around, if you if you see her that she has a lot of speed, or like for this example, she has a lot of stamina, I was like, well, you are training for long races anyway, so you do need some stamina. So you train her on stamina and keep going until she wins everything that you can think of. Okay, I believe that's the main thing from this game. You just help your girl to win, support your girl to win. Okay, that's that. Can I come to Australia anyways? Yes, come to Australia. Booba and Joshi, welcome in on YouTube. How are you? Welcome to the Garlic's Mansion. Did the throw wine work? I didn't see the wine flying over my head. Hang on. I don't see wine. I see garlic bread. I see holy water. I see bread. I see holy water. I see mahjong. I see holy bread. I mean, what? Holy bread. I don't see wine. Interestingly. Oh, there we go. Wine. Interestingly enough, I couldn't see the wine. Why? What happened? Because it's in the morning, guys. We don't drink at 9 a.m. Or maybe we can, because why not? It's vampy anyway. We can always drink whenever we want to drink it. I pay a lot for groceries in my state. It's pretty bad. Oh, look. How much do you typically pay for your weekly grocery? I am gathering intelligence here, guys. Insights on how is it like to live in America. I want to know. Because the grocery these days, for me personally, in Australia, it has gone crazy. Okay, crazy. I am livid. Okay, whenever I come to the supermarket these days, I would just see whichever things that is on the scan, and I will just take that. I don't even know if I'm gonna like it. I'm just gonna take that. I was like, well, pumpkin roast is on the scan. I've never really eaten pumpkin before. Neither I roasted pumpkin before. But you know what? If it's $1, I'm taking it. Oh gosh. The wine did work. Oh well. Now you see it. Now you see it. A lot of shit be expensive. I know, right? In this world, in this economy, a lot of things are expensive indeed. The consequence of capitalism is where you provide higher education to your students. Skip this. Hang on. They're like, okay, cool. You provide higher education to your students. You give them the hardest challenge in growing successfully because of how much debt they're put on. But hey, we have to fight against the odds of life anyway, so don't give up, my friends. Yeah, true. Don't give up. Don't give up, guys. It's okay. You can be like Fumpy, okay? You can finish your bachelor's degree. You can aim for learning, personal development learning, whatever it is that you want to learn, okay? Interestingly enough, streaming has actually built me into, into my career. It actually helps my career, okay? It's funny. Here's some wine. Thank you. I will brave the heat to see new things and friends. Let's go! Australia is not as crazy as you thought. I was watching this Instagram reels one time. I believe it was yesterday or maybe even the day before. But basically, there was the stand-up comedian that says he is an Australian. Okay, he is an Australian. I forgot his name, but he's an Australian. And he was like, whoa, whenever I come to America, everybody was like, oh shit, you are from Australia? Australia is a very scary country. Look at that. You have the poisonous snake. You have a poisonous spider and a big spider, you know? And they were like scared of all these animals. And the stand-up comedian was like, well, at least we don't have guns. You know, we don't have weapons. Because human is also an animal. This is his word, okay? Human is also an animal and they are crazier than snakes. You know what a snake wouldn't do? Bite you once and reload. Literally. Like how human would reload their guns and then shoot you again. Snakes wouldn't do that. Snakes would just bite you once and then they will leave you alone. If not, they will strangle you. But that's as far as they go. Not like humans. So yes. So America is good. 700? 600? Weekly? Guys, this is weekly? Is it monthly? Is it weekly? Wait, what the fuck? 700 weekly? How much food do you eat, bro? And hang on. Monthly. Oh, monthly. Okay, monthly. Okay. Whew. I was like, weekly? Monthly? Panic? Weekly? Monthly? Weekly? Monthly? What? 700? 600? Why is it so much? Well, okay. And how many people does that feed? Like for an entire family? Like say what? Family of 3? Family of 4? Or is it just for yourself? I have lots of siblings. Okay, so it's not for just yourself. It's for the entire family, right? People keep forgetting the Amazon forest here in Brazil is crazy. Hell, we have an island of snakes that no one, even the military, can survive. I see. Yes. I mean, no. Everyone got scared of Australia because of the native wildlife, thinking that they're gonna, I don't know, bite them. But you rarely encounter a snake, you rarely encounter a spider. And if you do look at around your house, and if you don't clean your house very, very properly every single day, you would probably see a house spider, a tiny house spider, and that's about it. Okay? I have lots of siblings, family of 6, Lapaka, okay. Fair enough, 600 for 6 people monthly, that's cheap, bro. That's cheap. You shocked me, okay? Because I spend just myself, okay? Just myself. I do my groceries separately from my brother because he eats things that I don't and I eat things that he doesn't, okay? So we eat things differently. I like pastas, he doesn't. So I cook a lot of pastas. I cook a lot of pizzas, chicken wings, things like that. What the fuck? Why is she in on the 16th place? I thought you would be doing well in medium. Majora? I am picking a fight on you, Majora. What the frick? What? I put her and the girl in a race that is not on her goal, so she could do something else for me. She could do better. But no, she doesn't do better. What? She's tired from working out. I suppose that works. Hi, Riera. HSR have already got an update. Yes, Joss. I am on it. Don't you worry. I am on it. I'm coming back to HSR next week. Enough of these girlies. I will come back to HSR next week. I think the entire next week, I am pretty sure even if I pass the interview this afternoon, I wouldn't start next week anyway. I would start at the very best, pretty much September, like the 1st of September or something like that. So I should still be okay to stream on and stream more and more and more. But I will come back to HSR. I haven't updated my HSR, but I have seen the update. I was snooping out on the updates. Okay? You have finished playing the story. Crazy, Josh. That was fast. The update, when was the update again? I thought it was just yesterday. That happens to me when I use McQueen. She's not very good, is she? Everyone is hyping up Majira McQueen. I thought she would be crazy good, but no. Riera, just lurking. I hope you're doing good. Congrats on the job. No. I haven't got any job. What do you mean, congrats on the job? I'm jobless. What do you mean? What job? I haven't got anything yet. Galax attendance scale. Welcome to the Galax mansion. But yes, I haven't got any job. I am getting an interview, but I have not gotten the job. Okay. I mean, proclaiming, probably I could proclaim that I have the job, but you know what? I don't want to get ahead of myself. It was, yes, last day. But yes, groceries, I was doing my own groceries and it would come out to be about $80. $80 a week just for myself. So if you count monthly, it's about 350, 360 just for me. Okay? Just for me. It's not even for my brothers. It's just for me. I don't know. I buy pastas. I buy the sauces. I bought a couple of frozen things every now and then. So just because, like just so that I have food every single time. And I typically don't shop every single week because it's hard. Like getting into the routine of always coming to the grocery shops every single week. I was like, nah, if I can buy in bulk, I will buy in bulk. So I will get the biggest size of pasta. I will get the biggest size of pasta sauce. And I would get like a couple of canned tomatoes, a couple of canned veggie, typically mushrooms, big bag of onions. That's my typical grocery. Yes. 2 places at once. Yes, Comic World. Welcome in on YouTube as well. Welcome in. We got to Costco for bulk groceries. I mean, if you have a big family, if you have a lot of siblings, I feel that Costco would be worth it. But in my case, it's because I am shopping for me. It doesn't make sense. Costco doesn't make sense. Okay, they're too big. The only time I will go to Costco for if okay, remember that when I went to Japan, I told you I have this friend who has a little kid, and I went with her. This same person, this same friend, she does have a Costco membership. And she likes to buy things like the diapers for the kids in a bulk and things like that. And when I tag along to Costco with her, I typically will get these frozen dumplings. The Costco one are actually really awesome. So I typically will just go and buy one or two boxes of that frozen dumpling because it's a big packaging. So I was like, yes, I will come with you, buy some dumplings. And she was like, you don't want anything else, like tomato sauce? I was like, no, I cannot eat that many tomato sauce by myself. I got to Costco and Safeway for gas. Apparently Costco has gas. Yes, UMAMUSUME, welcome in stage. Welcome in. Costco are pretty far from me, from where I live. So it's like I don't know. Like sometimes even when my friend invited me to Costco, I don't even have the time and energy to drive over there. Okay? So I come to Costco, like you can count with your fingers. I've been there for about 3 times, 4 times, simply to get dumplings. And probably some steaks. Like some Korean barbecue meat kind of thing. Because then I will marinate it again with sauces and such, and I can store it frozen. So it's fine. But other things, pantry stuff like tomato sauce, mayonnaise, the one that can expire pretty quickly or in less than a year, there's no point for me to get it, okay? It's too big. Dumpling for Vampy Dump Truck, exactly. Dumpling for Vampy. Dumpling. Majiro, come on, be faster, Majiro. At least number 2, please. I think she is on number 2. Anyway, otherwise the story was good in HSR. That's all I can say. I am very far behind in the story. I need to do it, okay? I need to actually do the story. I will hold myself up. Josh, okay, next week and the next stream, hold me accountable. Let me do story in HSR. Like, keep me plastered so I don't skip. I mean, I now can skip in HSR, so it is good. Yes. I remember getting a lot of stuff from Costco for like 300 something. For a lot, than expected. What do you mean? What do you mean expected? What does that mean? Like, is it good? Like, is it a lot of stuff for a good bunch of money? Or what does that mean? Whoa, thank you for the pick. The quality is good on some things. I don't know. I don't buy... I just don't buy it because it's too big for me. Groceries are expensive nowadays. I'm not buying unless it's a good deal that can beat online. Same. I would literally... typically, okay? This is what happens to me. Before all of this costs rising, like inflation and all that on the groceries price, I will typically go to my supermarket with a list. Like, hello, I need to buy a kilogram of chicken thigh, for example, and a pack of salad, a pack of, you know, broccoli, so I can cook later on in the week without it getting too bad or expired. And, yeah, I would come with a bunch of things. Okay, I would come with a list. But nowadays, I just come in and see whatever on discount and figure out what I wanted to cook. So my time in the grocery have been very, very long. Okay, I would spend so much time. I was like, okay, pasta. Okay, this one's the cheapest, 400 grams. Okay, buy this one. And I start to count every single little thing. It is hard. I should make some handmade dumpling. Oh, goodness. I don't even make my own handmade dumpling. I just buy. Too lazy for that shit. Need to do dumplings again. Haven't made them in a long time. Oh, Stitch is a very good cook. So go and make that dumplings. Share the picture of the dumplings in the chat on Discord. Yes. I want the dumplings. We all want some dumplings. Dumplings. Can Fampy make dumplings? No. I am just gonna say it out loud. No. I am not good enough in terms of making the... How would I say this? You know how you put the dumpling into some sort of shape, right? Like, you kind of have to fold it in certain way so it can create some sort of shape. Nah, I cannot fold it nicely. It's not neat, it's not pretty. And so I get annoyed at myself. And so I never actually made dumplings. Except Indonesian style dumplings, because it doesn't require a crazy folding. It literally just a triangle and then you just fry it. It's not something that you boil. You can boil it, but some people like it. Me, I like it to just fry it. You can buy dumpling wrapping. Exactly, dumpling wrapping is good. Vampy cooking streamers when? I mean, that is a good question indeed. That is a good question indeed. I do a bunch of hand cams, but I've never actually done anything related to cooking on stream. So yeah. When I make it, I will share. Sure. Thank you. Thank you. A lot of stuff than you expected versus paying 300 for 10 things. Well, yeah, true. Okay, fair enough. Understand that. Whatever Vampy wife wants, Vampy gets. Just do not make pork dumpling. I repeat, do not cook the pig. We do not roast the pig. That he will be cooked when Vampy doesn't get the job until the end of the year. But he will not be cooked until then. He will survive. Pork belly sliders, oh my gosh. I bet she can make garlic bread. Oh, garlic bread I'm very good at. I would have a lot of garlic bread. That's one of my staples. My house would have garlic bread. Even if it's the frozen one from the store, I would have it still. Like if I am feeling a little bit fancy, I would then get extras garlic bread, like proper garlic bread. Make one from buy the sourdough from the bakery or bruschetta from the bakery, and then smother with garlic sauce, garlic butter, that kind of vibe. But no, I don't make that every single day. Adobo is good. Pork shoulder. Oh gosh. Porky? Are you alright, Porky? Porky, don't listen to this, Porky. You would cry, Porky. Just stay there, Porky. Just chill. Just sleep. Continue on sleeping, Porky. Oh gosh, I did a Hispanic adobo steak marinade. What is a Hispanic steak adobo marinade? What is the difference between that and the typical, usual adobo? I feel like adobo is a Filipino food, right? So you have your own grocery list. There are some like triangles, but mostly like normal dumpling. I make triangle dumpling. That's as far as I can go. I cannot fold it to make it pretty. You know how gyoza looks like? The Japanese dumpling with like folding fan at the top of them, like a folding kind of shape. I cannot make that shape. Okay? Cannot make that shape. I can make triangle dumpling. That's it. My cooking skills are not that great. If I were great at cooking, I would have become a chef and not a VTuber. I remember when I first made garlic bread bites for my dad, once with mushroom ones. And my dad loved it a lot, but I need to make it again. You made what? Mushroom bites? That's an interesting thing. I don't think I've actually made any mushroom bites before. Neither do I make any garlic bites. Just make garlic breads and that's that. Hispanic adobo is mainly peppers, which are smoked in tomato sauce, super smoky, super spicy. Oh, whoa. Okay. Interesting. Hang on. The typical adobo is not supposed to be spicy. It's more... How do I say this? It's more... like a braised beef kind of situation. It's a lot more peppery, a bit more herby. There's some savory to it, but there's some sweetness to it as well, right? Higado is good. Lapaka, what is higado? It's sour salty. There you go. Sour. Yes, there's sour saltiness. Yes. But there's also a hint of sweetness to it, right? What makes it salty, actually? What makes it sour? A rich pork liver stew. Porky, close your eyes! We do not take your livers. It's okay. Your livers are still intact, Porky. Porky, you're fine. Porky. Porky, keep sleeping. You know what they say? What was it? The less you know, the better. There you go. That's for Porky. The less you know, the better, Porky. You did not listen to anything. I think the ratio is soy sauce, vinegar, peppercorn, bay leaf. Oh, interesting. So the vinegar definitely does make the sour taste. Soy sauce for the saltiness. You don't use any MSG in adobo. I mean, it's probably because I just came back from Indonesia. In Indonesia, you would put MSG in literally everything. And oh whoa, my queen, my queen. You're fast, McQueen. What is happening, McQueen? Like she pulls out of nowhere and just starts racing faster than anybody. I got distracted. I was talking about food and I look at McQueen. I was like, McQueen? McQueen? You need MSG. It is the king of flavor. Fuyo! Indeed. I don't quite like the Fuyo guy. Who was the name again? The guy with the orange polo shirt. I forgot his name. Fuyo. I believe he now has created a restaurant. Okay, I think it's in Singapore, if not in Malaysia. I kind of forgot where it is, but somewhere in between the two countries. But yes, Uncle Roger. There we go. Uncle Roger. Yes, Uncle Roger. How could you not like Uncle Roger? I mean, it's clearly scripted. Whatever he's doing is not genuine. Like he doesn't talk like okay, rephrase. He doesn't talk like the Uncle Roger if he is in real life. Like there was one time he got interviewed with other creators, and it just shows that whatever accent that he was using, it's so exaggerated, and it's just not genuine at all. Okay, whatever he was doing is not genuine at all. It's scripted because he's a comedian. Exactly. I don't like it. I'd much prefer stand-up comedy over him. Okay, there was another guy, an Asian American guy, a stand-up comedian. I find him a bit more funnier than Uncle Roger. So yes, that's me. Okay, that's probably just me. I don't know. I just thought that Uncle Roger, you've got too many scripts, man, and it's so exaggerated. But yes, at least the stand-up comedians, even if they want to exaggerate it, it's they're telling stories, and then exaggerate when they are telling stories. But Uncle Roger, they was scripted with every little thing. So Uncle Roger is funny. He knows about cooking but cannot cook. And there was one time he literally would comment on every single one of people's cooking, right, including fried rice and all that. But it's in the way that is, I feel, exaggerated and scripted. Like if it's Gordon Ramsay, I would understand because he's a chef. So he would be like, oh, that technique is wrong. Oh, that technique is wrong, or something like that. But Uncle Roger would be like, Fui yo, Uncle Roger don't approve. Like, which part of it you don't approve? Do you have a qualification to approve and disapprove things? Uncle Roger, I don't like you. I will consciously avoid contents regarding Uncle Roger. Okay, put it that way. I will not do the same for Gordon Ramsay. Jimmy Yang, there we go. Jimmy O something. Jimmy O something. Stitch, you got me. You got me. How I did it was with French long bread. Cut it into equal small sizes. Then clean the mushroom. Take out the bud of the mushroom. Keep them for quantity. Have minced garlic, put it in the medium pan with olive oil, toast the bread to your liking. Take out the bread, add more garlic with olive oil and butter. Then add the mushrooms and a pinch of salt. Then place the mushroom on top of the bread. And that is the recipe for the mushroom bites. Hiya, something rice. Exactly, Sojiro. That's it. I hate that. Have you seen Case Cooking? I don't think I have. I don't recall somebody that I followed called Case Cooking. No. Don't use measuring cup. Use filling. Exactly. You don't put MSG. Why don't you put MSG? Things like that. I was like, hello. First, are you a chef that is qualified to approve and disapprove somebody's cooking? Second, are you what are you? You're a comedian. You are like, yeah, sure, he did and I think in a couple of videos he did mention that, oh, as an Asian I don't approve this. And well, like, sure enough. Yeah, cool. Like Asians, rice, they are all tied together. Historically, we've been eating rice for a long time. We know how to cook rice. And there was one time, I believe there was another video of Uncle Roger telling these basically these people to how to cook rice. Okay? And he was using rice cooker. I was like, bro, Everybody knows how to use rice cooker. They can read the manuals. You're not anybody like special. Oh gosh. Watch Uncle Roger come to your cooking stream and roast you and denied your auntie statues. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That would be interesting. That would be interesting. You could add cream cheese to the mushroom garlic bread. Oh, interesting. Okay. We will try that. We will try that. We will try that. I would flip out if Uncle Roger come to a cooking stream of mine. I flip out as in angry. You would be angry. I would much prefer getting Gordon Ramsay. Than Uncle Roger, okay? At least he has the technique. At least he has a previous experience in terms of hotel, like being chef in a fine dining hotel and restaurant, something like that. I would just much prefer any MasterChef winner or even a MasterChef finalist to come tell me what I did wrong with my cooking, okay? We don't summon Papa Gordon. He appears when he wants. Does Papa Gordon have an account of Twitch? Because if yes, I would want to invite him to my stream. Like, Papa Gordon, we are reviewing Australian snacks. Do you want to see what Australian snacks look like? Papa Gordon, I have a pig. I can give some inspiration of dishes to you, aka pig dishes. So yes. I do have some garlics. Do you want to marinate this in garlics? Tell me how to best chop up the garlics. Oh goodness, oh goodness. Imagine gatekeeping rice, which is a universal food staple. Look, I won't even say it's gatekeeping. I feel that a lot of the things that Uncle Roger did is actually, how would I say this? It's mansplaining? I don't know if anybody have ever heard of this term before, mansplaining. But basically, you are explaining things to... It's a very basic thing, and people have done that multiple times. But also, you are explaining that in such a roundabout way, in such a detailed way. It's up to the point that I was like, why would you explain that? Because I already knew. Oh shit. What happened? I pressed the wrong thing. I pressed something. I pressed something bad. Oh shit. What did I press? I was yapping about Uncle Roger and this happened. The bad mood. Shit. What happened? McQueen? McQueen? What did I do to you, McQueen? What's womansplaining? I don't know. Well, it's equal, I suppose. Women's explaining things to men that are very basic, but at the same time needs to be explained in such a roundabout way. For example, this can be for mansplaining and womansplaining. Either way works. For example, if I say that, oh yeah, I would want to go to the grocery store. And somebody comes to me saying that, okay, this is how you do a grocery store. You drive to this grocery, okay? And then you would need to find a car park. Oh my gosh, it would be so hard to find a car park. And you would need to actually park the closest one to the door. Because imagine that you are carrying a bunch of plastic bags later on and you have to still walk pretty far. Oh my gosh, that would be so hard. But yes, let's go into the shopping center and you walk to the nearest supermarket. You take the trolley, okay? Be careful when you are taking a trolley because your feet might be, you might get hurt from the wheels from the trolley. And then you take these wet wipes and then wipe all over the handle of the trolley because it's full of bacteria. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of bacteria because it's been held by the people's hand, a stranger's hand, you know? And then so you wipe it and there's typically at the bottom of that wet wipes, you would get this little trash can so you can put the wet wipes, the used wet wipes. And so you put it over there. Don't bring it with you because why would you? that's so stupid. And then you come in through the gate into the supermarket, and then you would typically go and see the fruits and the bread and the vegetable in the first aisle. You don't get to see that. Just go past it, and then when you just need to buy a coffee, you need to find the stuff and ask them where the coffee is. And if there's no stuff available, you need to find something. Okay, whether you can check it online on your supermarket website. Typically, if you check the item and you keep scrolling, they will tell you what aisle it is. If there's no details on that supermarket website, you need to ask some other person. Some strangers maybe, or if not, you need to just go through the aisle one by one. I know it's a long way around to do your grocery, but eventually you will get the best deal out of the coffee that you wanted to buy. Anyone know how long this tomato will? I can keep going, bro. Oh goodness, what's goodness? I have completely zoned out. Did we ever find a parking spot? Are we there yet? We're talking about parking lots. See, exactly, guys. This is mansplaining and womansplaining. It's just groceries. Just don't make it complicated. But this is what exactly Uncle Roger did. I feel, okay? My personal feeling when I look at Uncle Roger, like, bro, it's just cooking rice. Why are you making this complicated? People can like their rice whatever they want. Just stop complaining about rice. That's exactly my feeling when I listen to Uncle Roger. Well, now you've got the experience firsthand of what it feels to me to listen to Uncle Roger. Sorry, I was daydreaming about eating the pig. Poor Porky. Nobody cooks the pig except for Bambi. Okay? Oh gosh, yes. I can keep going. Yeah, and some people, they don't realize that they are mansplaining or womansplaining, okay? They just make things so complicated. And I would be like most of you guys, you would filter it out, okay? And which is why I don't get why Uncle Roger is so popular when all he does is this mansplaining. Oh gosh. He's explaining how to cook fried rice. Oh gosh. No. Yeah. Slow roasted over coals. Wait, what? How was the pig prepared? Slow roasted? Porgy? Porgy? I think I mansplain a bit. I yap a lot. Yapping and mansplaining is different. Okay? If you are mansplaining is specifically reserved if you are talking small trivial things and then you pull it out, making it into a big fuss. Like for example, groceries, cooking rice, getting water out of the tap, things like that. It's a very basic thing that anyone should know about. Any normal adult will know how to do within 2-3 okay, maximum of 1 minute, I would say. Okay? That's when mansplaining happens. But if you are explaining a concept that is not well known to a lot of people, for example, I can yap about VTubers because not a lot of people knows what VTuber is. But okay, I don't yap about cooking rice. If I yap about cooking rice, it would be my experience. Oh yeah, I have this bad experience of cooking rice. I actually forgot of cooking rice. And when I remembered of cooking rice, I cooked too many. Okay, I cooked I'm supposed to cook 3 cups, but I cooked 5 cups and it exploded inside of my rice cooker because it's too full. That's yapping about rice. Mansplaining is Uncle Roger. Like, hey yo, you need to put the water first into the rice, then to the rice bowl, and then you have to measure it, and you know, use the cups lah. Making it very complicated when it's simple steps. If I yap about cooking rice, I wash it, I put it in rice cooker. The end. Exactly. Are you calling me normal? You are, Stitch. You are normal. We are all normal here, right? We are all a little bit unique personality-wise, but we are all normal human adult. I mean a human. I'm a fanby. I'm not a human. Boosting the CN stereotype. Well, you're not normal, Stitch. What do you mean? You are normal. I'm still lost, but now I kind of want rice, and I don't know why. We cook the rice, okay? Add the rice into the bowl, wash it, cook it, put it in the rice cooker. And in the meantime, you open up the stove, you turn up the fire, and then grill the pork. Or braise, make a braise stew. Make an adobo with pork. Oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh. Water fizz? Yes, I shall drink after all that long yap about grocery shopping. I should clip this part of the stream to post on your channel. I would. I would actually do that. I actually have a bunch of clips. It's just that I don't post every single clips into my channel or like feature it in my page. But yes, I need to start doing that again actually. And posting it into Discord. There is one channel in my Discord that's basically just me saying that, hey, this is the latest clip, hello, from Vampy. Things like that. Praise Vampy stew, Porky stew. Matcha, you are matcha. You are not normal human being. You are a matcha. Stitch is a Stitch. I rephrase, guys. I am very sorry. I am very, very sorry. You guys are never normal. You guys are you. I shouldn't generalize people. It's you, okay? It is you. Fun fact, I have never cooked rice. Josh! I will make you an infographic on how to cook rice in a mansplaining way. I can start doing that right now if you want me to. Mansplaining rice edition. Oh goodness, oh goodness. Why would I complain to someone about cooking if I'm the one mostly cooking? Some people do that, okay? Some people complain about literally everything that they can complain on. Oh gosh. Like, yeah. I mean, including Uncle Roger. My point is still that Uncle Roger, I don't understand why he gets so popular. Do people like being mansplained? I don't get it, guys. Riera is a tomato. So if you combine me, you, and Porky, we are getting some rice with a little bit of sausage, Australian, aka sausage. I mean pork sausage. I mean with a little bit of a bacon and I don't know what else. Combine us into a dish. Combine me and Porky and garlics and all my cultural background in Indonesia, aka rice, and Australia in a dish. I dare you. I want to see what's the inspiration from looking at me. I can try and do that. I don't know. I'm hoping that. I'm hoping. Doesn't have to be like right now or anything. What do you think gold chip skill? Do I actually was focused on yapping. I actually didn't see whatever I was pressing, okay? It's Vampy. It just happened to Vampy. I'm sorry. Challenge accepted? Okay, let's go. I'm not a good cook. I'm just a good I'm just good at HSR and music. I wish I can say the same. I am not a good cook, but I don't think I'm good at anything else either. I'm a good student. One good thing, I suppose. I like learning and I enjoy it, and I am actually really good at studying. I'm a good student. That's one good thing. I back in high school, I would typically get close with the teachers actually, because simply because I don't know. I I guess I have this curiosity about the things that they were teaching, and so I would come down to the teacher's office, teacher's room, however you call this, and I would be like, "Hello, teach me a little bit about this, or teach me a little bit about that. I have a question about the things that you mentioned on your lecture or on your class." And so they would be, I suppose they would be somehow impressed because nobody has done that, and yet I am the only one doing that. And so they would be like, they would notice me typically, and then because I keep asking questions, they would somehow know that and expect that I will come to the teacher's office later on. And eventually, at the end of my high school, some teachers, okay, some good teachers that I've already asked multiple times, they would like bring cookies to their office room, and they would be like, "Hey, before you ask your questions, go eat some cookies." Or like, "Here's a candy for you." And one was like, "Oh, do you want some milk tea? Because I am ordering one through Uber Eats. Do you want some while we are like, we can order first, wait while you ask question, and have a drink after." I was like, okay. So I would get fed by the teacher. That's me. That's me in high school. Okay. You eat Fampy cooking. Fampy's the best cook. I don't know about that, guys. Don't know about that. Riera didn't even look to see if she got decent sparks. She doesn't. I know, I never got decent sparks anyway. The only time I got a decent spark is when I played CURREN. Okay? And my goal still is the same. I should probably play CURREN before I play Mijoro, but you know what? Let's go. Let's do it. Where's my CURREN? CURREN, I've got my CURREN at S triple star for the speed. So yeah, that's the only good spark that I've ever gotten from this game. I don't bother to look at anybody else, because I was like, I know that it's not gonna be good anyway, so why would I bother? See this one, hang on, let me find it. Where was it? I've got these two, which I use like pretty often, and recently I got the gold ship with 2 star of stamina, but I don't have a 3-star stamina. Okay. Where was it? Speed. Did I scroll too far? I believe I scrolled too far. Where's my speed? There. 3-star speed. That's it. That's the only thing. Okay. I've got this too, but why would I get a long? I sometimes don't need it. Okay. Like in this case as well, CURREN doesn't need long. So why would I do that? Just no need. No need. Okay. Speed. What does CURREN need? Speed? That's how you condition your students to behave. I suppose you could say that it's a conditioning. I have no clue. Okay, I wouldn't have a clue if they are trying to condition me to be a good kid. But regardless, they just like me. The teachers just like me. It's up to the point that there was one time I was asking this really scary math teacher, literally, okay, if they have an exam, if this teacher holds an exam, nobody would pass. Okay, it's that hard. Their stuff are hard. The class that they taught were hard, and this teacher's personality is also a little bit odd. Put it that way. He's a bit odd. He's weird. How would I say this? He's pretty... he's very strict with his things. He would ask us at the start of the semester, he would ask us, "Hey, print this entire material, okay? This is just for 1 month, and it's a really full book. Pretty much about 50 pages, and we have to finish all of the problems in that book, 50 pages, within a month." Okay, so every single class he would be like, "Okay, have you done this page?" We would be like, "Well, you didn't ask us. There was no homework." He was like, "Well, no, but I told you that we need to finish this 50 pages by the end of the month. Why are you not doing it?" "Well, now we have to do it on class." And then so he would explain to us in a very quick way, very rapid explanation, just to tell us how to solve the problems on a couple of pages. And then he moved on to the new topics. And he was expecting us to finish the entire 50 pages book by ourselves. So because of that, and the way he carry himself, right? It's scary. This teacher is scary. And so I would come to the teacher's office. I would be like, hello, sir. You know, I know that you said that we have to finish the rest of the 50 pages book by ourselves, but I don't understand this. Okay? I believe you haven't really touched on this formula or that formula, and I cannot finish this. That's literally what I told him. I don't have the knowledge to finish this. And the teacher would be like, oh, which one? And then he would start teaching me personally, like one-on-one. Like, okay, this is the formula that you need. Oh, you were right. That formula, I haven't taught you yet. You can skip that pages. That's fine. It's for the next month. Things like that. He would start to make compromise. Okay. And then I will relay that compromise to the friends. Like to the rest of the class. Like, hello, the teacher said you don't need to do page 12 because he hasn't taught that. And the next week, I would come again. It's like, hey, apparently we only need to finish up until page 30 because the rest of the pages, we still don't have knowledge about it. You know, it's the topic for the next year's student. He mixed up the pages. And so, because of that, I've become his favorite student. Okay? One day, I came in to the office and he was like, do you want to do a different different challenge? I was like, what challenge? Like, are you giving me more math problems? And he was like, yes and no, because I'm going to put you into an Olympic situation, math Olympic, a national math Olympic. I was like, hello, I am here because I have questions, not because I want to be in a math Olympic. Oh, but yes, that's the story of my high school. Math Olympics. Hi, CJ. Welcome in. Okay, y'all. I'm gonna deep out and draw and probably sleep. But if I'm not sleepy, I'll come back. Ciao, ciao, everyone. God bless and huggies. God bless and huggies to you too. Comic, bye, boy. Have a good night's sleep. Porky will bless you with a good night's sleep. I'm also a good student. I am also a good student. I suppose... How would I say this? I ask questions a lot. It's up to the point that the teacher thought I'm really interested in their subject. I am not. I'm just trying to solve my problem. Okay? If I don't understand it, I will ask question. That's me. If I don't get it, I will ask somebody help. That's me. But people mistaken it for, oh, you are interested in the subject. Oh, wow, look at you. I was like, no. No, I'm just here asking questions. Barab, garlic barab. Let's see if I manage to get CURREN to A. That's CURREN she's a page chaser. Wait, what? I believe I've always played CURREN as a front before. Don't recall this now. Oh gosh. I might have put the wrong legacy because I was yapping. CURREN, I am sorry. I am very sorry for you. But CURREN looks like a very cute girlie. I don't know about you, but her clothes have reds and black, and that's Vampy's color. Okay? White hair, which I personally like. When I look at anime characters, I actually sim for people with white hair. And I thought I am over that phase. Because I've been doing that ever since I was a teenager. But when I played Love and Deep Space, it's still the same. Okay? The moment, who was it? Silas came up on the game. I was like, my boy, my man. This is my man. Okay? White hair, red eyes. That's it. I'm sold. I I suppose you could say I have a type. Yes. Do this. Oh, Karen-chan. Simp? Exactly. Exactly. I mean, I like pink too. Like Porky. Okay? It was funny because in my previous workplace, we were talking about favorite colors. Okay? And a lot of people are trying to guess what my favorite color is. We tried to guess each other. Some people are very obvious because they wear like yellow watches. They have a yellow water bottle. They have yellow, like, you know, keychains for their cars or for their lanyards. So it's very obvious. Like, oh, you like green or like yellow. Yellow is your favorite color. But for me, they were like, maybe black because I wear black a lot IRL. So people guessed that, and I was like, well, yeah, I kind of like black, but it's not my favorite. Okay? I like eating pork. What do you mean? We don't eat the pork. Okay? I like the color of pink, aka piggy. Piggy color. Piggy color. Yes. People asked me, they were like, I don't know, maybe... Like, someone actually guessed it. Like, oh, maybe pink because of this reason and that reason. Because I probably have mentioned it to them or something. And so they were like, yeah, maybe pink. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, you got it. It's pink. I mean, I like red too. But pink, Porky, I don't like. I don't mind them. Okay? Pink and red are the same family anyway. We don't eat the pig. We don't eat the pork. We like to pet the pig. We like to smack the pig's butt. Wait, what? Smack the pig's butt. Chop the pig's leg. I mean, what? I mean, chop the pig's leg and stew them. I mean, Porky. I mean, you don't listen to that, Porky. Porky. Oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh. Uncle Roger situation still makes me laugh. Okay. Uncle Roger, Uncle Roger. Was other who was it? What's your favorite food? Garlic bread. Garlic bread. If you exclude garlic bread, okay, then I would say the next thing on my list would be soup. Like what kind of soup? Riri, meatball soup. Indonesian meatball soup. Okay, with noodles. That's very specific, but yes, that's that. It's a contrast between garlic bread and that. But that's my favorite food. Noodles. Noodles. I mean, it doesn't have to be Indonesian noodles. Can be a Korean noodle as long as it has soup. Okay, I will eat hot soup on a summer day. That's me. I would be able to do that 100%. I've never had that before. One day you should try, okay? Doesn't have to be specific, like I said. Any noodle soup will work, okay? Even including the instant. Although I cannot eat spicy. It's hard for me to answer what's your favorite food. It's easier for me to answer what food can you eat and you cannot eat. As I know what I cannot eat, okay? Greetings, Riera. Again, sorry for your job loss. Sheriff, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Yes, although good news is that I'm getting an interview later on this afternoon. So, probably after this... After probably this one, this career, I would be off and actually do prepare for the interview. Because yes, why not, right? I don't know which one here that I need to take. Not quite sure. Maybe I'll just take this. Just because I have enough skill points. You do you. Exactly, exactly, exactly. I do need to prepare for the interview. Think about the things that I'm about to yap to the interviewer. Making sure they are professional enough in the yapping. Making sure that I am not mansplaining my job to those who are of a higher ups and probably know what the job should look like anyway. I would just need to tell them my good strengths. I don't know. IRL, right? I do give some mentoring to younger uni students in terms on how they should write their resume, in terms of how should they write the cover letter to apply for jobs, how should they interview even, and as well as if they want me to be like to play pretend, like as if I am the interviewer asking them questions as a practice interview, I would do that as well. So there was one time I did this with one of a good uni student friends of mine, because she was about to get an internship, and I literally have everything ready. So she didn't know. She met me just very recently, and then somebody in our community mentioned that, hey, Riera can help you with like all that job application and stuff. And so she came to me asking like, hey, this is my situation. Can you help me? What can you help me with? And so I sent her a bunch of questions, interview questions. And she was like, whoa, that's a lot. Will all of this be asked? I was like, well, no. During the interview, you don't know which one you get asked. You just have to prepare for everything anyway. If there are like a list of 50 commonly asked questions on the interview, they won't ask all 50. They would probably ask you 5. But you just have to prepare yourself for 50 anyway. So yes, that's what I'm about to do after the stream. Just preparing myself for all the interviews, okay? All the interview questions. Things like, oh, tell me your favorite work experience. Tell me about the time where you work in a team. Tell me how do you prioritize your workload. Tell me how, what else? Project management experience. Tell me your, describe to us the time when you had a conflict and how did you solve the situation. But yeah. Things like that. And funnily enough, so I've got this massive list of questions that interviewers are typically gonna ask you. Technical questions for the roles that I typically apply, at the same time as questions like whatever I just said, teamwork or project management, time management, things like that, all the basic stuff. Alright? Every single time I interviewed after I prepared using that master list of questions, I would pass. Every single time. I've been interviewed for about 15 times, and all the 15 times I got something. So at this point, I cannot afford to lose this interview, so I do have to prepare using that freaking master list, okay? My employer at my part-time job only asked me 5 questions. That's okay. I don't know what you do as a part-time job, but this part-time job, even if I say the part-time job, it's still a pretty high position. They only made it part-time because it's a new role for the company. Like the company has never dealt with this position before. So they were like, we don't want to invest too much. So half of whatever you're doing is fine. And me, because I don't have a job, I'm just like, well, anything you can give me, I'll take it. I work part-time at a bakery. Get some garlic bread for us. Get some bread for Porky. He will munch on that bread. We'll get some bread for Batsy, and she will turn that into the best garlic bread that you'll ever see. But yes, it's odd. My job is an odd thing. I climbed the ladder, the work career ladder too much. That's up to the point that I was like, well, I'm kind of overqualified for everything now. I cannot apply to this one. I cannot apply to that one. I cannot apply to this one. And if I wanted a part-time job, I'm overqualified too, and they will reject me because I am overqualified. It's annoying. Okay? It's good, but it's also annoying. It makes job hunting very hard. Can pigs eat chocolate? I believe pigs can eat anything. It's not like dogs where they've got a really huge allergy about chocolate. I believe pigs can eat anything. Anything and everything. Whatever you want to give the pig. Okay? I don't think he is supposed to eat plastic, but if you give him and he's hungry, I believe he will just munch on it without thinking anyway. That's Piggy. Piggy, Porky, Piggy, Porky, Piggy, 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 Porky, Piggy, Porky, Piggy, Piggy, Porky, Piggy. I have been winning quite a lot with CURREN just now, so I am hoping that I actually get something, okay? Like I would actually get further out, getting an A rank with her. Hopefully, finger crossed. I'm not quite sure. I don't know how people get A rank on every single career that they do. Like, I must be doing something not right in this game in terms of, no, something that I didn't do in this game. Could be like the legacy, like I don't have good legacy. Or it could be the support card. I don't pay a lot for the support card. I just do whatever I have and didn't think much and didn't read of whatever the consequence of that support card would be. But I've seen that when I played the team trials, I've seen that a lot of people got multiple A rank, okay? They've got like, oh, a team of miles, like mile runners. They're all on A rank. I was like, how the fuck did you do that, bro? I barely got one and I'm struggling to find a second. So I don't get it. I don't get how people can do that. Something. And because I played UMAMUSUME and probably at the same time I've been looking at UMAMUSUME content through Instagram, it somehow pops up on my Facebook, okay? The UMAMUSUME group. It's on Facebook. There's an UMAMUSUME group. So basically they will share like, oh hey, I've got this 9-star speed horse girly or Maruzensky or whoever character it is. They would be like, yeah, add me if you want to use this legacy. And they would share the memes on it as well, like, oh yeah, look at us having that meme, having that meme, or there's this fun memes about Bakushin, there's fun memes about Super Creek, Grass Wander, things like that. I only have one A rank horse girl. Same. I only have one A rank horse girls. Same. It's me. It's you. We're all doing things a little bit behind. Or maybe there are a couple of people who are just very invested in this game and they went crazy for it. Okay? Maybe. Who knows? Who knows? I feel that a couple of people have paid for support cards and or for pulls. And I don't do that for this game. I don't play a lot. I feel that I played a lot in this game. I feel that I've spent hours and hours in this game, especially because each of the career takes some time anyway to finish. Like even if, like I said, even if I skip it, it would at least take me about 20 minutes, 30 minutes for one career to finish. Like you may say to me that really you don't have to finish an entire career, you can save it and come back later. But still, you don't get anything until the career is finished in this game. So that makes it hard, really. Oh, I don't know what just happened with CURREN. CURREN-chan! Hi! Nani ga suki? Chocominto! Yorimo anata! Porky-chan! Hi! Nani ga suki? Oink oink! Burned rice? Porky likes burned rice? I didn't know that. I feel that Porky would like garlic bread. Burn rice for Porky because it's not safe for human consumption. It's for pigs. Okay, we burn the food for Porky. We what? We burn the food. We burn the steak. Feed it to Porky. We burn the fish. Give it to Porky. We burn the matcha. How can you burn a matcha? I'm not quite sure how, but we burn a matcha. Give it to Porky. I'll tell you, made me curious. Is there a thing that pigs cannot eat? Is there like some rule that, oh, a pig shouldn't eat this because of this reason?
I want to know. I really wanted to know. I believe there should be. There should be something, but I have no clue what that thing is. Porky, Porky, Porky. Piggy, Porky, Piggy. Porky, Piggy, Porky. I'll feed Porky a loaf of bread. Oh, well, he would love that. He would absolutely smash that. Okay? He would absolutely munch on the bread. Within 1 minute and you will see it gone. There's no more of a wrap. He would not even leave the bread for you. Not even a single bite. He will even eat all the crumbs. Okay? It's funny because when I went back to Indonesia, my dad has Papa Vampi has a dog. And he only bought this dog because he felt that, oh, the houses are empty now. There's no more, like, my oldest brother is here. I am in Australia, okay? I'm not living with my dad anymore. My youngest brother also left for uni and then out for work. And so, he, like my Papa Vampi, he thought that, oh, the house is too empty. There's no noises or anything anymore. I'm gonna buy a dog. So he bought a dog, okay? And it's been a while. It's been like, what, 3-4 years ever since he bought the dog? And it's funny because the dog would just come around whenever it's our dinner time. He would just sit underneath the dining table and just eating the crumbs. So if I ever, if I ever dropped a fork, the dog would get the fork, and he would just lick it. Dogs are good pets. These one are definitely good pets. My grandma dogs would do that. Oh, it's not just my dog. It's not just my Papa Vampi dog then. I was like, hello, Papa Vampi, did you feed this dog? Why does he look so hungry up to the point that he would find crumbs and eat it? Like, did you feed him enough? At the same time though, because I was cuddling the dog while I was there listening to Papa Vampi's story. And I was like, oh, the dog is actually pretty chunky, okay? I think he fed him a lot, but this dog are just hungry all the time. So, yeah. So I was like, oh no, he's chunky. He's like, what, almost 10 kilo? So it's pretty heavy to carry this dog. And I was like, why is he chunky? Like, I thought it would be like very, like, it's a Shih Tzu, okay? So you know how Shih Tzu breed has a lot of furs and fluffy. So I thought, yeah, nah, that's just furs. So he would be very, very lean and very skinny inside of that fluff. Until I carried, okay? Until I carried the dog and I realized that that was not the case. The dog is actually chunky. Chunky like Porky. Chunky like what? Chunky like Porky. Porky is chunky. Chunky, chunky, chunky. And my dad did question me like, oh, don't you want to have like a dog yourself in Australia? I was like, no, expensive. I don't have money. What do you mean you want me to take care of a pet? I'm not to be entrusted to take care of pets, okay? I am not to be entrusted to do that. That's not an option. But yes, your presence alone is a gift for me. But if you like to give more, check out my Throne at throne.me/Riera Jackie. Check the link there. Well, it's been a while since I get anything on Throne. But at the same time, I don't see anybody using Throne as often anymore these days, to be honest. I feel that Throne... I used to use Throne Exchange a lot. So there's this platform in the Throne. It's kind of separate to the Throne that you know of. It's a separate platform, but it's still affiliated with Throne. So you basically exchange gift with people. So if I sent out a gift, that other person needs to send out the gift for me. And they would typically hold an event. Okay? Every single month, they would just go, oh, January, the New Year exchange. February, Valentine exchange. March, there would be like some random National Day exchange. Like, oh, National World Game Day exchange or whatever it is. And then Easter exchange for April. If not in May, they would go Labor Day exchange. keep going. Summer day exchange, whatever team that they could find. Okay, but basically you're gonna be matched with random people. Okay, the one that is willing to participate in that exchange, and we just exchange the gift. So I will send out the gifts after looking at the wish list, and that same person do that for me. But nowadays, that throne exchange has not been active. Okay, last year they were holding events after events, exchanges after exchanges, but these days, nothing. There is no exchanges. Even at the beginning of the year, I feel that there's no admin in that area anymore. So I asked on the Discord. I was like, "Oh, hey, I don't see any exchange for the next year for 2025. What's going on?" And it was Dan, the admin, put up like about 5 exchanges up until like the middle of this year. But then that's it. That's it. There's nothing else. It is interesting concept, and I really like that concept. But somehow nobody from them, okay, nobody from that end, from the actual thing, actual throne, actually paid any attention to this. So that saddens me a little bit. I wish that I could exchange more with people, because then I gain some they match it based on interest. So I have gotten a gift from other VTubers, and other VTubers have gifted me gift. If not streamers that are doing gaming streamings, if not they are doing some music streaming, some pop culture related stuff. But yeah, nah, it's not happening anymore, and I'm pretty sad. Okay, you could technically create your own private exchange, they call it. They would host it, and Throne will handle all the shippings in terms of gifted. But yeah, that's as far as you go. Last time I did a private exchange, it wasn't a good experience in the sense of gifts are going missing, and the Throne exchange platform, like I said, there's nobody handling that anymore. So when I reached out to them, nobody can reply to me and nobody can help me in due time. And so they will refund people that doesn't get the gift, like for whatever, like for reasons like, oh yeah, it's get lost in shipping, things like that. Or if somehow just the person just forgets to gift within the exchange time. But that's it. That's as far as they would go support wise, and I'm pretty sad about it. Racist! I'm gonna keep Current-chan doing racist! Keep racing, my girl! Keep going! Keep running! Keep going! I want to make her into like top star if I can. Race, yes, race. There. I want to make her into like 240 rank here. Let's see. I feel like last time when I did Special Week, I managed to hit that 240k score, and that's when she got the A rank. So I suppose that is my mission, to get Current-chan into that rank. Okay? I want that. I want it. Want her to be in the rank. I want my entire team to be in the top rank. Okay? It's hard though. It's hard because especially her, right? Because she is a sprinter, if not a mile, if I build the stamina correctly. But a lot of the big races, they are medium or long. So yes, it's hard. It's annoying. I feel like Special Week could get the A rank because I keep racing in a major races. Like say Arima Keenan, Tenno Show. And when that happens, she wins because she has the aptitude. She has like a medium ability to do that. And that's why she got the A rank. And I couldn't replicate that with Bakushin because of course Bakushin is also a sprint, I believe. Bakushin is a sprint? Or maybe it's a mile, I forgot. But basically all Bakushin needs was just speed. Right? I just don't know how to build them correctly. I am with you. I don't know how to build them correctly either. Whatever I am doing, I don't know if I'm building them correctly ever. Okay? Maybe, maybe not. I am not quite sure anymore. Maybe yes, maybe not. Maybe okay, maybe not okay. Like, and there are a couple of sometimes there are a couple of skills that I know I wanted, but it's just not in the list. And I figure it out, okay? If you don't have the support card, it's very hard for you to get specific skills that you want. If you don't use the legacy, it's very hard for you to have the skills on the list. So yes, it matters. All of that choices that you make at the beginning of the game, it matters. So I feel that people who has a good understanding on what the horse is good at and build them right from the start have the biggest advantage. So they would be able to go, oh yeah, current chance, sprint. Okay, I need somebody who has legacy of sprint and speed and this and that. And so they could build the right skills. It would be like, okay, I want a professor of curvature. Who has this? Okay, Kita-san. Okay, get Kita-san in my support card. Things like that. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. How are you? How are you, Kurtz? Welcome in, welcome in. I hope you're doing okay. I hope you're doing awesome. Okay? Well, this is an afternoon for me. This is still an afternoon for Vampy. Vampy, Vampy, Vampy. Vampy, Vampy, Vampy. Vampy, Vampy. Vampy, Vampy. It's an afternoon for Vampy, and I don't typically stream around this time, but I will stream more and more around this time. I have a new wallpaper from my computer from HSR. Oh, Josh, what was the wallpaper? What was the character? I've heard that there is a new drip for March 7. I think she's now called something else. She's now called Evernight or something. A gothic black colored clothing still with the iconic pink hair that she has, but most of the time she would be like a black clothing instead of a pastel colored, like pastel pink or pastel blue outfit that she usually rocks. Have you always been in Australia? I was in Indonesia last week. I was. And it actually throws off my sleeping pattern. Okay, my sleeping schedule, I've been kind of shifted. It's because that Indonesia is like what, 2 hours? 3 hours actually. 3 hours behind Australia. So if I sleep in Australia at 12 o'clock, it would be 9 o'clock in Indonesia. But problem is, when I was in Indonesia, I yapped so much to Mama Vampi every single night, okay? Mama Vampi still works. She comes home at like, what, 8 o'clock at night? So I yap and yap and yap whenever she comes home, and she yaps back. And eventually, I always sleep at around 2 o'clock in not in Australia time, in Indonesia time, okay? In Indonesia time, 12 o'clock. 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, and that would equal 5 a.m. in Australia time. So my sleep schedule are so weird now. I sleep so late, and then I woke up late, and it works out because I don't have job. But when I do accept some other positions, I do need to fix my sleep schedule. 3:10 p.m. for me. Oh, good. Wait, what? It's either you're very ahead of my time, or it's that you're very behind of my time. Wait, where are you at, Labaka? Because I am pretty sure those people that have the ability Hawaii, you're very far behind then. Very far behind as opposed to me. Yeah, because the only one that's ahead of me is New Zealand. New Zealand. I don't know what stuff do I need to take. I feel that everything is such a waste. I would waste some points regardless. Doesn't matter. Oh gosh. Feel that Hawaii and anywhere in Great Britain. So British. Fuck! I'm so close! Oh, Karan-chan, I just need you to get the A rank. You're so close. Oh, that's so annoying. It's not even the first rank either. I've done better with her. Karan-chan. I failed my mission. Failed my own personal mission. I'm so sad. The new wallpaper I have is the new character in the banner. She may or may not be a kind of fan service scene. What the fuck? What the heck? Fan service? Fan service in Honkai Star Rail? That's pretty rare. I feel like they're pretty good in terms of serving fan service. Like, yes, the characters are built nice, but typically they don't do any loot fan service, especially if it's not fan arts, of course. Fan arts, you can do whatever you want. But in the not fan arts, in the actual official out thingy, like, you know, merchandise thingy, there's no loot thingy. Because I believe a lot of demographics, the players' demographics of Honkai Star Rail include, say, 15, 16 years old kid. So I think they are making it appropriate. So yes, this is weird to see, given I usually see people with creative talents with like yours having more lots viewers. I don't know. Maybe it's just the time. Maybe. I don't typically stream around this time, so I don't know who else stream around this time. So I suppose I can find out, like, as we raid, who is actually online and who is actually not online. Because I don't have a clue on who actually can we raid, okay? I know who am I gonna raid and who roughly is gonna be online if I stream around my usual time. But don't know about today, okay? And sometimes it's season. I know that there's a couple of this is my 3rd year of streaming, right? And I know that during some certain days, certain months, there are a lot less viewers somehow, okay? A lot less viewers. Why? I'm not quite sure. One thing I know is that Christmas time they typically don't have any viewers. Simply because everybody's busy IRL, okay? Like, everybody wants to play with their family or cousins or friends IRL. So they don't actually are on Twitch. Even if they usually are on Twitch on the rest of the week or the rest of the year. But they don't do it anymore, okay? So maybe it's just one of those days. What do I focus with Mac Queens? I'm not sure. Did I get to finale with her? I don't think I did, hey. Maybe I did. I forgot. But I did actually focus on stamina. And it helped, okay? Because she runs a lot of long races. Long and medium races. So if you want to focus on stamina, go for it. I feel that that's a safe bet. Of course, everyone needs some sort of speed. So you do go train her on speed as well. Gold chip needs power. Okay. Gold chip and Ogre Cap both needs power. Feel that Haru Urara can benefit from power as well, but not stamina. Although gold chip you want to say, like say, go power, stamina, power, stamina, that kind of vibe. Like speed is not a big constant. So yeah. Gold chip is one of the best skills. I can't even find a good support card for gold chips. Everyone was like gold chip is very easy to train, but I think differently. Okay, I feel that it's pretty hard to train gold chip, especially because she runs a lot of long races too in her career, medium and long. So you do have to pay attention to the stamina level that she has. Whereas Bakshin, you just go spam the speed, don't care about anything else. And the same with Karan-chan, spam the speed. She will win everything afterwards. Okay? So those two, any girls that are focusing on just speed, sprinters, mile horses, I feel that that's my best bet. I feel that they are very easy to train. But when it comes to medium and long, I'm struggling. Okay? Very, very hard for me to build them. Very, very annoying to build them. Okay. I kind of have a clue on who am I gonna rate today. Feel like I have rated this person before, or maybe I have not rated this person before. I forgot. Actually forgot. Maybe I have, but nobody is actually playing UMAMUSUME anymore in my following. It is very interesting. Okay, very, very interesting. I don't know why. I just don't know why. I have no clue. Everybody has gotten tired of UMAMUSUME, I suppose. I am equally with them. Okay, I am equally with them. Okay. Let's go on a raid. Okay, I think I have made my mind. Let's go raid this person. Okay, let's go raid this person. Let's go raid. Let's go on a raid. This person's playing Warhammer though, so I'm not sure if you are gonna be okay or if you have some sort of understanding about Warhammer. I've heard about that game, but I've never actually played that game either, so go for it, guys. Tell me whether should I play Warhammer or not. Because who knows, okay? Who knows? Maybe I'm okay to play Warhammer. Maybe you think that Vampy would be going crazy when she plays Warhammer. Who knows? But yes, thank you for the stream, Vampy. I wish you the best of luck at your interview. Thank you. I wish I am not nervous. I'm not super nervous at the interview. I should manage myself, but get some food just before the interview because it's later in the afternoon. So I do have some time for myself to prepare things. And let's see how it goes. I just can't wait for Riera to stream HSR again. On next week, you'll be a bunch of HSR stream. Don't you worry, Joss. And Nicholas, yes. Welcome in. Let's go on a raid. If you are on Twitch, we're going on a raid. If you are on YouTube, I'll see you next week with Honkai Star Rail. And maybe I'll sneak in a workout stream because we managed to meet the girls from the Sabaton. I mean, what? No, the YouTube membership celebration. Bye-bye. See you next week. Or maybe I would go some guerrilla stream. Who knows on the weekend? If I do have the time, we'll see how it goes.